Well, here comes Grace out, waving to the crowd. She loves these big events, Grace Harvey, and she's been very successful. She was in the very first race of these championships alongside this young lady, still 12 years of age, Iona Winnifrith. And there, right next to Grace Harvey, will be Maisie Summers-Newton, the Paralympic champion in this 100 breaststroke. Achieved a nomination time yesterday. Brock Whiston in the SB8 class has been achieving nomination times all week. What a week she's had, Brock Whiston. Surely she'll be on her way to her first Paralympic Games. Sienna Oxby, lifetime best in qualification. She swims in the SB14 class, as does Poppy Maskell. Another swimmer who's had a very good week, Poppy. On the two fastest in the centre, both achieved qualification standards, nomination times in the heats. Rebecca Redfern, the world champion in this SB13 visually impaired class, 100 breaststroke, and Louise Fides. Well, both Rebecca and Louise are world champions when the World Championship was held right here in London in 2019. So they've got good memories of this pool. Louise Fides in the SB14 classification, Rebecca Redfern in the SB13 class. Number 1 to 10, those with physical impairments, 11 to 13, those with visual impairments, and 14, those with intellectual impairments. So Grace Harvey achieved her qualification standard in the heats. She swims in the SB5 class, Maisie Summers-Newton in the SB6. And watch out for Iona Winnifrith, the youngster. She's the British record holder in the SB7 class and has a chance of maybe achieving the nomination standard of 134.85. So a number of swimmers have made the qualification standard, the nomination times. Iona Winnifrith hasn't, in that yellow cap right at the top. She will be some way behind the leading swimmers, but she's in a lower numerical class. And again, it's all about the points, the times for these swimmers compared against the world best time in the last 2 years for their classification. And if you hit that time, you get 1,000 points. And it's the higher number of points that will win this title. Well, very good start from Louise Fides. She's had a great week, Louise Fides. Nomination time set early in the week in the 200 freestyle. And she has achieved that other time in the heats today. So fantastic swimming this week for Louise Fides. A real resurgence in form over the last year or so, and looked like she's set for another Paralympic Games. He's been pressed by Rebecca Redfern. This is very much a specialist event for Rebecca. A great record in the major championships, Rebecca Redfern. And they are going head to head. Rebecca is the British record holder in 113.81. She'd love to get close to Louise as the leading two come into the finish. Rebecca coming back very strongly. And again, nomination times achieved. But let's turn our attention to the outside lanes as Brock Whiston also achieves a nomination time. Let's see if Iona Winnifrith can dip under that 134.85 at the top there. And it is 131.58, and that is a nomination time for the 12-year-old Iona Winnifrith. And that was superb. And look at the points total there. She's tied with Brock Whiston. 995 points. Maisie Summers-Newton, a fantastic time for Maisie. 131.93, 980 points, and she's only third. The bronze medal position for the Paralympic champion. She can hardly believe it. But what about this young lady? She was in the very first race of the entire championships, Iona Winnifrith. She's had to wait to the very last day for her big event. She has just smashed it, 131.58. 134.41 was a British record, and she has absolutely destroyed that one. It was a great battle at the front. Louise Fides and Rebecca Redfern going head to head in the 900-point range for Rebecca Redfern. Louise Fides just outside that 900-point range. But Brock Whiston, 995 points. Well, she thought she must have had that sewn up. But there are the two winners. Iona Winnifrith, what a swim from the youngster. 12 years of age. She's 13 next week. Brock Whiston, what a great week she's had. She can be delighted with that. And the Maisie Summers-Newton, bronze medal for the Paralympic champion, 980 points. Remember, 1,000 points is the top point scorer for the top time in the world over the last 2 years. Maisie Summers-Newton, 131.93. That is not a bad time at all. Just half a second outside her best. Brock Whiston in second. And, well, what a fantastic race that was. All these nomination times, and the medalists are now with John.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first joint gold medal of the week. Can I get a round of applause for our medalists? Keeping us on our toes. Brock, I know you have had a big win. You've had a big week, a few wins here. I know you're racing again later. This has been an amazing week for you, especially that 400, adding that to your program. Lots of surprises for you.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with that one, I must admit, but it's the end of a week. PB'd in the 400, PB'd in the 100 fly, so I can't be too disappointed, but yeah, I know you shouldn't complain if you win gold, but yeah, but me and my coach have had a long journey. We have a slightly different setup, so, but we're looking forward. He said it's 21 weeks till my first race, hopefully in Paris, so he's ready for it. So
look, so are you. I think you're going to have an amazing summer. Congratulations on a gold medal. And Iona, I'm going to come in here because you were so shocked with that. 13 years old, you looked up, you're like, what was my time? What are you thinking?
Well, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting more of 133, but I was like so surprised with that. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with that.
As you should be. You know what? Congratulations, a gold medal, a British champion. Yes, amazing. You know, it's amazing. Oh, I love watching you race. I know you just seem so chill out there after getting that IM done yesterday, coming in here. That must have felt good to hit that nomination time as well.
Yeah, really good. 100 breaststroke is my absolute favourite race to kind of compete in. So yeah, really good. And to hit a 131 right on PB is really, I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, I think we've got a lot more to come in the 100 breast, but Iona there absolutely smashed it. Like, she's only 12 and she's become British champion. Like, absolutely insane. So yeah, it was amazing to race against her. So yeah.
I think big things to come from you, Iona. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your British medalists.
Oh, absolutely superb. 6 nomination times achieved in that women's 100 breaststroke. And there's Molly Renshaw, still the British record holder in the women's 100 breaststroke for a short time at least. Maisie Summers-Newton, what a fantastic champion she has been. And there are the joint champions, Iona Winnifrith. Well, a star in the making. Not 13 until next week. Absolutely amazing performance. And some great performances as well this week by Brock. She can be delighted with what she has done in these championships.